All right, everybody, good morning. So day 2 over here in Lewiston. Shane's finishing up plowing the field that we were working on yesterday, and I'm gonna take the Mandako and I'm gonna head to the last field. So I'm gonna cross over those swamp mats and start back there. Raymond's back there now with the mower. He's got the bush hog. So we did have some standing corn left over there. As you can see, Larry's chopper is still here, but he has been haying and he just doesn't have time to come back and chop that stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and just chop it down with the bush hog, and then I'm gonna start doing the Mandako over that. I think the plan is for Shane to go to that last field next, and then I'm gonna go across the street over to where the garden is, that above field there. So I will bring you guys along and show you a few things here and there, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Gonna get myself situated here. So it is funny to me that the camera gear I have to lug around to do this, it is a lot of stuff, and there's not a lot of room in a tractor for these things, so I've got stuff piled up everywhere. It's gonna get real warm today. Sorry guys, probably can't hear me. It's gonna get really warm today. It's gonna be about 85 degrees, so I'm already heating up. I'm gonna be losing this t-shirt shortly. And yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful day. So my plan for the day is to do some tillage and then get enough of a head start that I can actually go back and work on a video. So that's my plan, and I'm gonna go for it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna lift up the Mandako while I go over those swamp mats, just to be safe. It does not really have that much clearance from the ground. Okay, so now that I'm gonna fold up the Mandako, I'm going to take this out. I've got this plugged in again. And let's see if I can situate it here. So, blue. So now that I'm done unfolding the Mandako, I take this out. This thing draws charge on the battery, so we always unplug this every time we're done using it, because if it gets left overnight, it will drain the battery in the tractor. Okay, all right, I'm finally here. It took me about an hour to get down here today, but Ray is almost done. He's got a little bit in the back there, and Shane is actually ready to start, but he is gonna go run over to Auburn and give me a little bit of time to get a head start. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. right, so Ray has finished up mowing the rest of the corn. He had just a little bit to do over here, so that's all done. So far, every year has been different that I've worked at the farm too. I mean, generally we have the same stuff going on, but it's always a different situation. Something changes. It's always something different. Even if it's just, you know, the weather patterns, something's always a little bit different. Now Ray's just mowing the headlands nicely. He's moving the targets. Hopefully he didn't mow over them. I think he might have mowed over one of them. I'm sure the bush hog didn't like that. All right, I do like the way this is coming out. I am going to keep at this. Probably finish this field up in about, I don't even know what time it is now. 10, okay. I don't know, another hour most, and then I'll probably go get some lunch. So. Alrighty. Okay, I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Snack. Thank you. How's it look?
Good.
Yeah. That tree getting your way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about that. Thinking I should
Oh,
have.
there goes that one row I left for us to freeze.
Yeah, we're all done. All done freezing corn. Seems to be going pretty good. I kind of went over this stuff a couple times where he bush hogged it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay, so Shane's plowing, and he brought me some Honeycrisp apples, which is awesome. So Paul Peters is our agronomist. I think I've mentioned him before. He also has a farm, and he has an orchard as well. So these apples are from Paul, and he lives out in Monmouth, Maine. So his orchard is called Chick Orchard, and he's got pumpkins and he does berries and all kinds of stuff like that. But I was glad. We've got some Macintosh and some Cortlands, and we have Honeycrisp apples. So they are delicious. I love apples.
Why you keep looking at me?
All right. All right, Shane and I are gonna go have some lunch and then we'll get back to work. It's about, I don't know, about noon time. So I'll bring you guys back a little later in the day. All right, back from lunch, and Shane let me know that the places where the corn was just chopped with the bush hog is binding up too much in the plow. So if you guys saw that when he pulled out of the field in the middle of plowing, that's because he was too trashy. There's just too much corn stalk. So I went over those places a couple more times, and I'm gonna make sure I go over these ones quite a few times too, hopefully to help that out. But I am getting there. It is hot today. I'm glad my AC works. Shane does not have AC in his tractor, but oh well, it is what it is, right? So I'm gonna plan on going over this stuff twice. This is what I was talking about over here. But the bush hog did a pretty good job. I guess any little bit will help chop that stuff up. It's so dry though. Shane was saying how it's just not helping because everything is just so dry. So down here, the ends of the fields, we have Shane's targets that I've got to drive around, and Ray's been mowing around them. So I imagine that sometime soon I will be able to get out here again and work on some target practice. I did have a custom build made, so I haven't even had a chance to use it yet, and I'll be looking forward to that. I'm sure you guys will see that video on Average Shots channel. It'll be over there, but I'll let you guys know when we have the next one coming out on that channel. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm going over the ends here where Shane has plowed. I'm going pretty slow because it's very divoty where the plow goes in. So just to try and smooth this out a little bit. And one of the targets is in my way. So generally I will do this with the disc because this is just step 1, me, Mandako, step 2, plow, and then step 3 will be disc with the log, and then step 4 will be forming the hills for the potatoes. So I'm all done here. I'm gonna make my way back, and yeah, so I'm gonna get started on the next field right here. All All right, so I'm over at the next field, and Ray's out here with a loader. So because of the swamp mats, we're gonna try and build ramps to be able to go right across them instead of having to turn around at the mats. So Ray's over here putting some dirt down. So the goal is to be able to drive up this onto the road and drive off while Shane is plowing and really all of these things that we need to do. So I'm just going to touch base with him. I'm probably still going to go around the field and just let him work on this stuff. So Ray has some ground that he rototilled up along the river, kind of on the river side of the little road that we use down here in this field. And that's what he's using to build these little ramps with. This is also what we did for Dave in the spray rows over here too, so that he could drive his sprayer just up over the ramps and not have to turn around or anything like that. It worked okay. It's a little bit time consuming to do this, but that's all right. I think this is going to be the easiest way for us to work the whole field and to be the easiest on the equipment as well, because you know, these things are pretty thick driving up on them, you know, it's not very good on the equipment. So as long as we can make it as smooth as possible. Just a reminder for everybody that this road of swamp mats was put down by the Central Maine Power Company in order to service the one set of poles. They're actually replacing the poles, so we have to farm around these mats until I think May of 2025. They're hoping to have them up. And I parked my tractor in his way. Good. Hi. Shane wants me to do this part of the field, so can we just give you some space? This way? All right, I'll give it a try. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right, I'll start right here. Okay. All right, thanks, Ray. Okay, I'm gonna be the first one going over the ramps, I guess. Well, Dave went over the ramps. I think Shane tried it too, but I'm gonna try and actually do some tillage over it. So theoretically, the ramps work really well on the road. So, I mean, this should work good. As long as we can get it packed down enough, it should be all right. All right, guys, back in the tractor. I love being in the tractor. It's one of my favorite things to do. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you later.